Thulani, every footballer has got history. Like vaitamba zvikweshe, vaita captain primary school, high school, and stuff like that. Tell me about your history. Wakatangira kupi?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. We started off playing in the streets, and then it's uptown. We play in the streets, and then after that, you're being called home to come eat and so forth. From the next time, we're going to primary school. Primary school, I remember my first game. I was playing as a right back, and after I think a few minutes, I had a handball. So just the shame of being there and handling the ball, and then at the next training session, you train well. After that, we're being selected for the next game, and you're out because of handball. It's like that.
And how would you describe yourself?
I like to describe myself as a happy person. I don't have a set way to describe it, but just a happy and hardworking person.
Awesome. Now, your major strengths. Would you like to share like your major strengths and some of your weaknesses if you do have them?
Strengths, I believe I'm hardworking. That could be the first one. And then when it comes to football, I'm a bit pacey and strong. And then weaknesses, most times I do tend to take things to heart, especially in the field. I guess maybe it's the passion.
Okay. And you spoke earlier about Kusaburwa way too early into the game.
Yes.
As a player, how does that feel though?
The feeling is intense. It's painful because as a player, you always want to contribute. You always want to do more. You always want to finish the game. But at the end of the day, you have to believe in the team, the coaches, and your teammates to do the job when you're not there. You have to trust everyone to just say, even when I'm out, you guys can do it. Because sometimes I can get subbed off as a tactical sub. It's not necessarily to say I was playing a bad game, but it could also mean that maybe we need to remove, say, one center back to put like a back four. Say there was a back three, so maybe that's why there was need for that substitution. Because sometimes coaches set up their team as opposed to how the other team is setting up. So maybe the coach gets it wrong tactically on that day. So there are changes that need to happen during the game. So you get substituted.
Awesome. And how would you, talking about the coach, how would you describe your relationship with the coach?
I would say he's a tough one to work with, but after you figure him out, you're on the same page. We know he's a top coach, he's a top professional. He's mentored a lot of big players, so you end up wanting to be somewhere close to him, so that whatever advice he has to give, he gives you, so that you get to where some of these players have gone to.
Hmm. And let's say he says today, I want you to play. Would you say you're ready? You were like, Ijish, are you ready to play?
Yes, I think in sports, it's a process. We start the game today. If I'm being told to play, I'm starting today. But there's the work that we put in behind. It's been years playing football. So you just say, like what we always say in football, we don't have like a set date to say I'm ready. You just know when the time comes, it does. So I will also trust in him and Coach Lloyd to say if he puts me in the game, he knows what he's doing. So today will be my day.
Okay. And you've been in Cape United camp for a long time now.
Yes.
Aren't you getting worried? Could you also tamper?
I'm not, because I have great teammates. I can say my teammates are that good. Like this year, we are one of the best defenses in the league, and where we are in the league, it's a very good position to say we're up to get something out of it. So I would say my time will come. I'm not a bit worried about when I'm going to play. I definitely know as a footballer I will play one day. So I know my time will come. I won't force it. I will wait for it.
It will come.
Yes, when he thinks I'm ready, I will play.
Awesome. And speaking about your team, you're in a good position. Do you think you have what it takes to take the league title?
Yes, I do believe we have a chance. We're in there, maybe with 4 or 5 teams in there. I believe we have a chance.
And what advantages do you think Cape United has over other teams?
Not advantages to be exact, because in football it's always the same thing everywhere. But I will say, with me being at Caps United, I will say as a group we think the same. We have that passion, we have that love as a group. And if there are 15, 20 players that are thinking the same thing, then if you have the same objective, you tend to fight towards that cause. So I think that's the advantage, that we're all focused on the same thing, just giving the best this season.
Awesome. Thulani, thank you so much for coming, and wish you well.